Hi, today I want to show you how you can make checkboxes work dynamically inside of Toddle and get their value. Because in Toddle you can't bind checkboxes to variables as of right now. But it's super simple to do that, and it only takes a few moments to do it yourself. So let's get right started. So now I'm inside of the wonderful Toddle editor, and what we want to do is we want to add a div block in here that then we're going to take that div block, we're going to go to attributes, we're going to go to tag, we'll make it an input, we're going to go in here on type and we'll make it a checkbox, right? Now we can make that checkbox 25 pixels by 25 pixels to make it a little bit of a bigger checkbox. Now we can see we can check it, but we can't bind it to the variable, right? And let me actually show you that. Let's add a heading in here so we can make the data visible, and let's create a variable for checkbox value, and we'll make that true as an initial state, because right now in Toddle if I type false it defaults it to undefined. So let's make it true, and please Andreas fix it. So if we go to that input in here, right, and I go to my attributes, I can then go to bind to variable with checkbox, and I would now go on that heading and bind to variable so we can easier see that. And now I can click on here and it's not really doing anything. So we have it bound to the checkbox variable. I go to input and it's bind to checkbox, but it doesn't do anything. So let's kill this, and let's also kill the input action that it gave us. So we can't get the dynamic value using bind to variable, but we can with a little bit of a workaround, because checkboxes don't have change events or input events, or in a traditional sense at least. So we have this input in here, and here's what we can do. We can take this input and we can go in here and we can go to attributes. We'll add a value attribute. The first one actually was already correct, and we'll bind it to our checkbox value. So now if I click on here and I click on here, it's not doing anything. Actually, not value. Sorry, not value, that's wrong. In checkbox it's called checked. And if I attributes checked, and if I were to do true, we'll see it's true. And then I actually take this checked and I bind it to the checkbox value. So now if I reload, we'll see it will be already pre-selected to be true, the checkbox, right? So now if I click it again, it's not updating the state, the variable, to false. So we have a reactiveness issue. I go on this checkbox and I look for a click event, and on click of this checkbox, I'm going to set the checkbox variable. Now, there's no data here that I could use. The event data doesn't help me. So I need to go to get element by ID. And now we go on this input here, and we're going to give this the attribute of ID, and we'll make that checkbox, just like that. Now I'm going to go to events, click, and I'm going to go to get element by ID, checkbox, just like that. And now, as you can see, the checkbox is doing a first improvement. It's not perfect yet because we have to go in here where we get it by ID, and we need to get not the whole object, but we need to get the checked attribute. We can use the get filter to get the checked attribute. And now it's going to say true or false, and I have that checkbox bound to a value. So I can go in here. Now, there are also some other cool things how you can make the checkbox custom styled. So I could wrap this in a div block, and then I can add another div block in here and take this div block and turn it into a label. That's how I make a custom checkbox. And now I go to something like Reloom, and I'll take like an SVG icon for a nice checkbox, and I am just going to paste it in the label, and I'll take that label and I'm going to make this 28 pixels by let's do 2rem by 2rem, just like that. We'll make it flex center. So I got my nice checkbox in here, right, on that label. And now we can style that label. That's how Webflow does it. And we can make that border 7 pixels, and we'll take a border radius of, you guessed it, grade 200 in here. So that looks like a very nice checkbox. And then on this label in here, right, we could now go and add a class of checked. We're going to go to style. We'll take the checked class, and we can add a border radius here now, and we'll make the border, for example, blue 300 as an example, and we'll take the color in here, make it blue 600, right? And actually, let's make the border then 2 pixels. Yeah, and then we go in here and we'll make the background here, we'll make it white. So then we got this class on here, and we can go on the default. We'll add a transition of all elements so that we have it animate. And now we can go in here on this label. We'll give it an attribute of 4, and that will have the attribute of the input like checkbox. So we go on that label, we make it 4 checkbox. And now if I click on here, it's updating the checkbox if I click on that label. So now I need to go last step on the label, take the classes of checked attribute. So I do checked in here, and I'm going to bind this checked to the value on if it is actually checked. So if I click on here, it's going to add the class to check the checkbox based on the state of the checkbox. So that's how I can make a custom checkbox. And then I take that input and I go to layout none. That's how I hide the checkbox, and that's how I make a custom styled checkbox inside of Toddle, right? And then I can add area labels or something like this to make it also fully accessible. Now, that's the nice beauty about Toddle. You have full control about the design. There is no abstraction added, and everything you do is just HTML, and it's just based on the fundamentals of programming. And if you want to learn more about the fundamentals of programming, and if you want to become a better Toddle developer, and if you want to also become better at backend things like building databases, business logic, loops in loops in loops in loops without triggering endless loops, I would highly suggest you to look into NoCodePro.com. That's the best place to learn Toddle and Xano, and everything else that's around Toddle, but we're mainly focusing on Xano. And you get multiple boilerplates to help you move faster in building your idea and building your project and shipping this to your client or to yourself. We got step-by-step courses that really, hold you at the hand and just help you across every step of the way. We got a whole component library to help you move way quicker, and we got daily support office hours to help you get unstuck when you face roadblocks. We got pre-made Xano snippets, so even you can become a database developer, and we got exclusive tutorials in here. And really, now we got over 50 people already in there, and everybody loves it, from SaaS agency owners to Webflow designers to Web3 developers, and Leonard, who I would say is in between of all of that. And he shipped his app 50% faster, and he is building exciting designs. So in Toddle. And it's a 3-step process. You make a video application. Within 12 hours, you'll be reviewed, and then you can subscribe and, onboard to that membership and, get the perks in just $79 a month. I think it's a great value that you're getting. But let me actually show you how it all looks on the inside. So let's go in here, and it's loading a little bit longer than expected. And now we see we got like a course that was just posted 1 hour ago. that is SaaS auth flow in Toddle for the tokens template, right? You got that video. It's like a 2-hour video. A 2-hour step-by-step course.
Hi. Now, today we want to set up the authentication,
2 hours.
the login part.
2 hours. And then I can clone the template also, right? I can go in here and I can clone the template. And I got the tokens template. Now I got to change the Xano snippet. Pin. No worries. Daily courses are being added daily, right? So we got this beautiful template, which is basically a full SaaS pre-built with everything that you need. Everything that you need. Let me actually show you the demo. So let's go to tokens.toddle.site. And that's the template that you'll be getting if you're a member. So let's put my email in here. hey@NoCodePro. Well, actually, that account has insufficient funds. I was testing something out. Let's make test user at NoCodePro.com. And now I get my access code. If you are a member, you get access to this template, and it's all pre-built. So you can build your SaaS literally in an hour inside of Toddle. You know, it's all pre-built. Everything that I'm going to show you now is in that template. Did I spell it right? NoCodePro.com, test user. I should get that email. But I'm also in low power mode, so it may be a little bit slow here with the OTP. Let's see. Actually, let's revert back to a different email. hey@despia.com. And let's reload here because I didn't get that email. I also actually may run into recent credit in my credit limits with resent. Let's get the access code here. Okay, now I should have gotten this access code. Oh, I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. Shit. Ooh, no Wi-Fi. Now I'm in Wi-Fi. Okay, let's reload. It's always if you want to show it off, it never works. It never works if you want to show it off. If nobody is watching, it always works perfectly, and then you want to show it to someone and it doesn't work. Okay, if I were to be able to log into that template, I would be showing you how great it is. It's just that I ran out of my resend credits, and I can't send myself an email right now until I upgrade to their $40 plan. There are downsides to OTP. But how about I show you the Toddle branch? I won't be able to log in there anyway, though. Shit. Let's go to dashboard. Am I already logged in? No, of course I'm being kicked out. Okay, I would love to show you how this works. It's just that I'm not getting my email. But let's see. hey@NoCodePro.com. Does that work? No email yet. I think we may actually ran into our resend credits because everyone in the community has been testing the template. So I think I ran out of emails I can send for this month. I'll be upgrading, and then I'll be bragging about it in the next video. Okay, but you get great templates, even though the demo right now ran out of API tokens. But we're continuing here. We have some other cool stuff with like how to prevent unwanted form reloads. We got a Framer auth integration for Toddle, so you can extend limitations. Even got little data store. And then we got a secure webhooks course in Xano for the tokens template. The Toddle CEO, by the way, is joining us today. He's also a member, so if Andreas is a member, you can be a member too. We have like SaaS cancellations, where this is a full course about how to handle cancellations, how to handle chargebacks, how to handle refunds, those things. We got a upload care plugin. And we got a bunch of cool things. We got a Twilio SMS and Xano snippet. We got like drop downs, a course on that. We got a course how to charge tokens from your users. We got a course about top ups, like with credit payments by 50 more credits. We got like the office hour recordings. We got secure lemon squeezy SaaS subscriptions, a whole course on that. we got more office hour recordings. We got a SaaS auth course. We got the tokens template where I have to buy now the paid resend plan in order to continue using it. We got an NPM importer for Toddle. We got a resend and Xano course. We got a hamburger menu component. We got a Lambda filters course in Xano. We have over 265 posts in here. And we got a Stripe payment element that is Stripe Connect ready. So if you want to build your marketplace, now is the right time. And we got a bunch of cool things. Like, again, over 265 posts in here with a lot of cool courses and great resources, if-else statements. We got a Toddle compiler here that lets you compile Toddle projects. We got an app to build Chrome extensions where you paste your URL in here. Actually, how about we build a Toddle Chrome extension right now? Let's go to toddle.dev in here, right? Now I'm going to copy that URL. And now I'm going to go to my Chrome extension builder. Or where did it go? Oh, Toddle compiler. Here we go. There's so many posts in here. Okay, there you go. Let's paste the URL in here. We'll build the Chrome extension. Now I build the Toddle website into a Chrome extension, right? Now I go on extensions. Extensions. Here we go. I think it's manage extensions. Here you go. Chrome Web Store. Let's go on extensions here. Add extension. Or manage extensions, right? You drop your extensions in here, right? And then you got your extension in here. Let's go back. Let's open the extension. I think that's this one. And now I got the Toddle app as a Chrome extension. And it even has access to the user's browser history in case you want to get your user's browser history. Just in case. But we got that working. So we got those little cool mini tools that just help you build even crazier stuff in Toddle, right? And we got a bunch of more things. We got so much things, actually, my site has almost issues loading, as you can see. We got AI agents in Xano, of course, on style variables. We got a touch plugin, so you can work with a GSAP plugin also. Compliant fonts, see, we have so much content. The content even has troubles loading. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good sign, though. And we got a web scraper in here and all those kinds of cool things. Again, it's just like an infinite scroll. As you see, if I scroll too fast, I see nothing because it takes a while to load because there's so much videos on here. So if you want to be a member, it's NoCodePro.com. It's the best place to learn Toddle and Xano. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.